Hey, Father TJ here, St. Martha's, along
with Father Jonathan, also St. Martha's.
And we have some very awesomely exciting news. Governor Abbott opened back up the state on Monday, which means starting Friday morning, May the 1st, we are going to resume public masses at St. Martha's. But with that, we have some special restrictions. The governor did want us to keep the buildings at 25% occupancy, which means we can get up to 400 people in our church, which is a good enough size. So this is how we're going to do it to monitor the number of people that we get. If you're coming to Mass on Friday morning at 8:30 or Saturday morning at 8:30 or any of our regularly scheduled Sunday Masses, you are going to come through these main 3 doors here. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to have an usher at each, we're going to have an usher at the door to count, to make sure we don't exceed 400 people. Once we get to that 400 level, we are going to shut these doors, but you are welcome to stay and pray. We're going to have it set up so you can watch Mass in our beautiful plaza. We're going to have a screen. We're going to have speakers. If you don't get here on time, and sorry, I don't want to call anybody out, but if you're historically late, you might want to bring a lawn chair, an umbrella, so that you can watch Mass out in the plaza, so that we can stay under the restricted limit, okay? If you stay for Mass, we are gonna bring you communion in the plaza because we have been dying since this thing started to bring you guys the bread of life and the incredible gift of the Eucharist.
Yeah, so the time has come now for that. So arrive on time if you wanna be in. We'll have you spaced out. We're closing down every other pew. We're making it so it'll be pretty self-explanatory when you get in, how you do spread out. And yeah, we will be giving you communion. Of course, we do ask that you receive in the hand, and that if you go as far as to do that, to even keep your mask on and step to the side before removing your mask to receive. But the church permits you to receive on the tongue, and we won't stop you here. But if you do, we do ask that you wait until the end of the line, because even if you're not licking our fingers, you'll be breathing on them. So if you're willing to take if you're willing to do that, we'll work with you. But just go to the back of the line, come up last.
Yes, and a couple of things I want to reiterate Father Jonathan mentioned. We are asking you that if you come to Mass, we are asking if you can, please wear a mask. This is a pretty sweet one that was made custom for me. It's got a very cool design on it. But you can come into Mass with your mask on. We're not going to kick anybody out who doesn't have the mask, but we want to try to be as compassionate towards others as possible. So this is how it'll work. If you get here for Mass, you want to come in, you come in one of the center 3 doors. You make your way into the center 3 doors. You come in through the narthex. All of the other entrances to our church are going to be closed. If you try to come in through the back parking lot, you are not going to be able to get in. The only way into the church for Masses for the time being are these 3 main doors, and we're doing that for everyone's safety. So what's going to happen is you come into the church, you say, all right, I want to social distance. I want to spread out. We are going to have some helpful hints for you. We are setting up the church so that every other pew is going to go unoccupied. And to help you figure out which pews are occupied and which aren't, there's a big giant X on the pew. That means please don't sit there. And on those pews that have an X, we have the awesome pictures of our parishioners that y'all sent in. So please don't sit on top of somebody's picture, and please don't sit in the pews that have a giant X. We've got every other pew that's going to be clear for you to sit. The other thing I would ask you, when you come into Mass, if you're the first one in the pew, slide all the way to the middle. That way we can get 3 different families on each pew. That's going to be awesome. And then when it comes time for communion, we're going to have everybody come up through the center section. Only the priest and deacon are going to be giving communion out at the front of the church. But my friends, we are so incredibly excited that we're going to be able to see you back. Now, if you are at risk, and by at risk, that means anybody over the age of 65, anybody with medical conditions that are pre-existing, anybody who's got a suffering, tougher immune system, we're going to ask you please stay home. The obligation to attend Mass this weekend has been dispensed. You don't have to come. You won't be a sinner if you don't come to Mass. And if you are sick, if you're suffering, if you're ill, if you're afraid and anxious that you might get sick, you don't have to come to Mass. But for those who want to come, we are welcoming you because we are so excited that we're going to be able to open our doors again to celebrate as a community. Hopefully this will loosen up as time goes on. We'll be able to get more and more people in the church, but we're excited to be able to worship together and celebrate and as a family of faith. Father Jonathan, you want to add anything I might have left out?
Yeah, no, I mean, you got everything. You know, we're glad to have you back. We're glad to celebrate with the people again, you know, as it should be. You know, so yeah, but if you're still uncomfortable, or again, you are at risk, you are under no obligation to come, and frankly, you probably shouldn't. You know, and if you're sick, don't come. You shouldn't come. Actually, you shouldn't come if you're sick anyway, even if it's not COVID. That's just charity to your neighbor. But we're here. We're here and we're waiting. And the Lord is waiting for you too. So come on, as long as you're under 400.
And we're gonna do everything we can to be social distance. We are gonna do everything that we can to be safe. We love you. We miss you, but we know that the Lord has been with us this whole time. He's going to continue to walk with us. He's going to be here. So we look forward to seeing you. You have any questions, please let us know. We are looking forward to serving with you again. Once again, to summarize this announcement, starting Friday, May the 1st, our Mass schedule will resume as normal with all of the Masses here in the church coming in through the main central doors, and we're keeping it at 400 people or less per Mass so we can be social distant and be obedient to our government. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so excited to be able to see you again. God bless you all, and have a great rest of your day.